While Katie is so graciously passing those, I wanted to go over a couple things in your binders. Let's take a look at your binder. And these may be placed in different pouches of your binder. But find your observation log. Find your observation log. It should be in a pouch, not in the 3 rings. Okay, it's clipped in the back?
No, well, it's not in paper punch.
Not paper
3
punch.
holes, not 3 holes. Yeah. Is this what you want, Nancy?
Yes. Observation log.
Yeah, I'll hold it up. Thank you. This is what it looks like?
Yes.
And
Okay.
I think it has the observation sheets with it, yeah.
Yeah. So that's your observation log. Altogether, I was with my student teachers 9 times by the time you counted lunch today. Your introductory meeting, your 3 observations, your midterm, your 3 observations, your finals. It added up. Oh, I want to tell you one quick thing about this. So you write down when you were there what you did. It's just your log that you turn in. Here's just one idea. Use it if you want to. Don't if you don't. You might have your own system. Before the midterm, I use this as my observation form. So this is just more or less strength stuff to work on columns. But it follows the 9 performance outcomes. Then after midterm, I switched and used this. Just because. There's no right reason for it. It was just to show that you graduated midterm, and here's another thing with the same 9 performance outcomes. It's just a different way to give you your feedback. They liked that. That worked out pretty cool. Okay, now hold, I'm sorry, one sec. I've got to add this before I forget. On this, if you have 6 observations, you go 1, 2, 3, your midterm. And someone's doing great. And I many times would schedule 4 and 5, 6 together. All right. I didn't know if some of you were doing that. So you could be, I would go see you for number 4 and then come back 2 weeks later and do 5 and 6 back to back. Reason being, I got to see you in transition. So maybe you were teaching social studies this period and language arts this period, and I did 2 observations in one day. Okay.
Not combined, doing 1 observation, say that's 5 and 6.
But I was out there for 2 hours maybe, but I got 2 observations done in one day, and it let me see how somebody handled recess or handled changing of periods. I liked it a lot. I'm sorry, Patty.
Oh, no, I just want to, and Ann
Thank
actually
you.
answered it, because I wanted to know if you had this in electronic form, so I could just
Oh,
keep it up on my computer.
our little kid Katie's going to access some stuff for us. Let me see if there's anything else in the binder. The observation forms, the assessments, your midterms, your finals, your summatives. Self-reflection, we talked about that they can use their self-reflection in their journals to you if that's what you want to do. And then the professional behavior alert form. Is that in there? Mm-hmm. Those are few and far between. But if you have somebody out in the field who is not up to snuff, then we need to get the alert form filled out and start addressing it. And that goes through the Office of Field Experiences. I want Katie to go through your paperwork with you because we want you to get paid. All those big bucks Brent was talking about, right? So, Katie, maybe if you can go over the, let that with you.
While she's switching, can I have one question?
Yeah.
Do you require your students to have insurance?
They are members of
Specifically
MEA,
MEA.
MFT. They have to be before they can go out in the field. That'd be wonderful. Okay.
First one is that data verification form, and that is in your 3-ring binder at the very beginning, behind probably, I don't, do you have
The back pouch.
one?
In the back pouch.
Back pouch?
I'll show you what it was.
No, it's in the three-ring binder. It's in the
Oh, I
full-time
took it out.
part. Right
Okay.
there, it says data verification.
Those who've supervised for us before remember it. It looks a little bit different, has the same information. We tried to make it a little bit clearer.
Oh,
And this is something that we ask you to bring into that very first meeting, and it just really goes over everybody's contact information, so everybody has a copy of, how to reach people. And then there's also for, especially those K-12 splits or the secondary that have major and then maybe a minor, sometimes they're going to be with several teachers. Our stipend, we allocate based on how much time they're spending with each teacher, so there's a little schedule that you can fill out. Maybe this person goes with this guy 2 periods a day, but is mainly with this teacher, because then that's how we figure out their stipend.
Do we have a place where, I thought last fall, we had a place where it was marked stipend or
Yes.
credit?
Yes, we
need to
took
check.
that off.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that.
No, because reason being, as I mainly am in contact with them. So to have
Okay.
you guys be doing that too, I thought was maybe a little
Good.
overkill.
Okay.
So I
I
did
know
that.
that was gonna be my question.
So,
Good.
are there any questions about this? And then it says on here, it's due by February 12th or for your.
Katie, is it okay if one of our teacher candidate has 3 different teachers and maybe more of the time is with one of them and then one class in high school, for example? Can just one person be responsible for that and then they divvy it up among themselves? I know I've had that done in the past because they don't want to do all the paperwork.
What are you, I'm sorry, I'm not getting the question as far
Well,
as what divvying
one
up.
teacher gets the stipend, whatever
Oh.
it is, and then shares that with the other 2, rather than all 3 of them.
Under the table type of thing.
Yeah, rather than all 3 of them having to do the paperwork. I don't know.
Sounds shady. Sounds shady.
I mean, I know they've done it in the past.
Well,
but-
that whole thing that I said may be as clear as mud now about add these up, divide by 4, and if that's what we've done for, oh my God, that's hard. They get a stipend of $250. So if it's 50-50, it's a piece of cake, 125, 125. If it's 2/3, 1/6, 1/5, we'll figure that all out. So there may be some things going on out there that we don't know about, and maybe that's an okay thing.
Well, an alternative to that question, and I'm not sure if this isn't going to come up, is one teacher's going to do the paperwork and do it for credit, the others are going to, no, they're not going to get anything.
No.
I mean, they can't get a
You
stipend
can
and
get
credit
credit
both.
or money, right?
So,
Well, there's just split. One teacher can get a stipend and one teacher can get the credit.
well, where's the breakdown on that? I'm talking about secondary, where one teacher
Yeah.
only has one class.
Yeah.
If they have
Right.
this cooperating teacher, one class, and then the other one has 3 or 4 or something.
We figured that out. I think we gave somebody a check for $60 or something.
Well, I know about this, I'm talking about the credit.
The credit? I don't know about that part. Yeah, you're right.
That's almost a can of worms. You better off
That's
giving
almost a
credit
can of
and
worms.
fighting it. It'll create a mess.
Because we are in like Flynn right now anyway with getting 2 continuing ed credits.
Right, sure.
That's huge.
Sure.
Yeah.